And now we welcome you to Great Day TV with an absolutely great show. We have a story on dulcimers, daffodils, and diapers. Don't move. Great Day TV, we are continuing on with Barney Wood, who does it all. He reports, videographer, editor, and he even plays the dulcimer.
Well, I don't know if I would play it, but I've kind of faked my way. We went down to Brown County not too long ago to this, to the middle of nowhere, mountain-made dulcimers, and I was just so enchanted I bought one. So they're easy to learn how to play, but you know, a little more difficult to play well.
I've heard of dulcimers. I've never touched one before.
Hey,
oh my goodness!
Get your hands all over it.
Okay. And this origin, they're very old, right? It's a very old.
And they're kind of a mystery where they actually really came from and came derived from. They're thinking it was probably a German. I think it's called a Scheiholt, and that was like kind of a box instrument that you played with a bow. So then it kind of went to the Appalachian Mountains, and the Irish and the Scottish really took to it. And I don't believe there's any recordings until after 1930. So they don't really know exactly what it was. And there's different ways to tune it. Joni Mitchell kind of brought it back during the 70s on some of her albums. And
Okay, don't give us any more because we've got more in your story.
That's right.
Let's take a look.
We're out in the beautiful countryside of Brown County. It's not quite the mountains, but they are hills, and they're called the Little Smokies. So that's close enough for mountain-made music. That's where we're at today. We're going to talk to Bill Berg about his mountain-made music and homemade, handmade dulcimers. Maybe tell us what we have here.
Yeah, well, we have, these are mountain dulcimers.
Okay.
A guitar, of course, and a bowed psaltery. The bowed psaltery is a very old instrument. Goes back to the Middle Ages.
So what inspired you to start making these instruments?
I've always had an interest in music. And,
right.
In fact, I have drawings from when I was like 8 or 9 years old of, you know, instruments that I like to make and stuff.
Like folk instruments or just?
It was what I drew was more or less a balalaika. I didn't even know a balalaika, which is
which
I don't even know if I knew what a balalaika was. But
right. Boy, that's an ancient instrument.
Yeah,
there,
it is.
You know.
Yeah.
So now, what kind of wood are you using here? And do certain woods have a different tone?
Yes, it's basically the size of the instrument, the way the instrument's put together, of course, and the woods. These are both cherry.
These are? Okay.
Yes. Now this one, the guitar is rosewood and spruce, which is very, you know, preferred guitar woods.
Right. And but for like a dulcimer, like how would you play that? I mean, do you play it by chords? Do you use a pick? Do you play it with a slide?
Yeah, all the above.
Oh, really? You can do whatever you want.
You can use a slide.
Oh, I see.
But sort of use this little noter.
Oh. Okay. Now, are these frets at a certain position? Like, is this a certain note? Does it kind of follow a certain pattern?
Yeah, it's the pattern is determined between this point and this point.
Are these your signature shapes of the dulcimers, or are these kind of a common shape?
This definitely is. This is a more common shape.
Where did they come from?
There's a lot of ideas about that, but the one I like is the history I like is the Scotch, Irish, and Germans who lived in the Appalachian Mountains in the 1700s. The Germans had an instrument called the Scheiholt,
okay,
which is normally played with a bow.
Okay.
but it's fretted just like this.
Oh, I
And
see.
then the Scotch Irish would play jigs, and they would just strum it.
Okay.
So
okay.
that, this is
And
good.
you think they were shaped this way?
No, probably just rectangle.
Kind of sounds better with the other way.
Yeah, I've always. In fact, there's a song that.
That is nice. I couldn't resist. I am now a proud owner of a Mountain Made Music handmade dulcimer. I'm Barney Wood. Thanks for watching.
You want to go for a ride? Want to check out the view?
I'm in.
Feeling festive?
I'm in.
Get in at inindiana.com.
When you need inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger for mouth-watering meals and appetizing ingredients. Our low prices add up to big savings with over $600 in digital coupons each week, plus up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. At Kroger, you always get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
I'm Phil Shoemaker, Prime Plumbing and Drains.
Providing top-tier service, whether a stinky mess, water leaks, or other pesky plumbing problems in an ethical manner with straightforward principles.
Where a good flush beats a full house.
Kaplinger's Fresh Catch Seafood. Family owned and operated. Several convenient locations. Dine in or carry out. And we can make any order just for you. Kaplinger's Fresh Catch Seafood. It's a great catch.
Make a difference in the lives of others. Hi, I'm Quinn Buckner. Do you know how exciting and rewarding a career in senior care is? ASC offers so many options. Your work is seen and your voice is heard. Join a team that does it the right way for the right reasons. We are one ASC. Join our winning team.
And now Great Day TV with our friend Eric Halverson is here. He's the Kroger spokesperson and the manager of corporate affairs.
Yes, manager of corporate affairs for Kroger Central Division.
Kroger Central Division.
Right.
Okay, amazing. I saw this. In fact, I saw this on Facebook, and I go, "Oh my gosh, Kroger's doing something with diapers."
Yes.
What's going on with diapers?
It's a fascinating element of, it's another part of my life that I never imagined. So when we were working together, but this is something we're doing with the Indiana Pacers. We're doing a diaper drive.
All right.
For the people who struggle to provide diapers for their kids. So much of what we talk about when I come in is food and hunger relief, but the people who struggle to put food on the table are also struggling to put diapers on their babies.
Where did I put? I had a diaper
And-
here. Go ahead.
and-
I'll take one out.
Yeah, figure one of the stunning figures from the Indiana Diaper Bank is families in need, on average, will come up 19 diapers short of what they need for a month.
What?
So that means there's a baby spending more time than he or she should in a dirty diaper or a wet diaper.
Oh,
the Kroger Pacers Drive then
Yeah.
is to help change that.
Okay.
Change that.
Now,
That just hit
so someone sees this and they go, "Oh, I need some diapers." What do they do?
We would ask them to come to one of about 20 of our stores from around Indianapolis. We have diaper collection bins in those 20 stores, and there is also an online link where if you would like to just donate cash to help, that's an option also.
Good idea.
So there are any number of ways that people can donate, and we brought in the 5 and 6 because these are the sizes they need in the greatest number.
Oh, really?
Size 5
Okay,
and
that's
size
right. The
6.
sizes would be different.
Yeah, and there's no government assistance that helps with if you're a family on SNAP, on food stamps.
Well, anymore,
those don't
yeah.
cover.
Yeah.
And that's so many different people. And when we talk about hunger relief, donations are down, demand is up. I imagine it's the same thing here if it's a struggling family.
I'm going to say something. You don't know I'm going to say this.
Uh-oh.
You have done so much to promote and illustrate and enlighten about all the things that Kroger does to help people.
Well,
I mean, I never heard about these things
Yeah.
before you became the manager of corporate affairs.
Well, thank you. It's an honor to be part of it, and there are so many good stories to tell. And that's another interesting thing about being in corporate affairs for Kroger. There are so many good causes that take place around Indiana that don't get attention. So I'm thrilled that Kroger and the Pacers can come together on something that's this important to so many families around central Indiana.
Okay. You know that I still do movie reviews, right?
Yes.
You know, I've had people ask me, how do you sit through a 2.5, 3 hour movie? You know what I say?
Go ahead.
Depends.
Depends.
It's not big enough.
Do you still have rim shot?
You're wonderful.
Thank you,
You're
Patty.
wonderful. He is.
Well, thank you. You're
No. Save it for-
biased a little bit. But
Okay.
it doesn't mean you're wrong. You're just biased.
Oh, I like what he said. Okay, contact them, contact Kroger, and find out about the diapers.
Make a donation.
Donation.
Yep.
And now we have to go. Okay. We'll see you next time on Great Day TV.
When I realized I couldn't hear on the phone anymore, I said, that's it. I won't let hearing loss slow me down. That's when I got a CapTel caption telephone. With my CapTel phone, I hear what I can and read what I miss. Now when the phone rings or I want to make a call, I don't hesitate to pick it up. It's just like using any other phone. Plus, I can read what my caller says.
Visit Relay Indiana to see if you qualify for a phone at no cost to you.
I'm Phil Shoemaker, Prime Plumbing and Drains.
Providing top-tier service, whether a stinky mess, water leaks, or other pesky plumbing problems in an ethical manner with straightforward principles.
Where a good flush beats a full house.
Your hearing is part of your overall health care. Whisper Hearing Centers. Professional audiologists, highly trained and experienced in testing, diagnosis, and treatment of your hearing loss. And the latest technological advances in hearing care. Yes, it's possible to get a hearing aid online or at a box store. But a Whisper Hearing Center audiologist takes the time to test you thoroughly, answer questions, and find a hearing solution that fits your needs, lifestyle, and your budget. Whisper Hearing Centers.
Kaplinger's Fresh Catch Seafood. Family owned and operated. Several convenient locations. Dine in or carry out. And we can make any order just for you. Kaplinger's Fresh Catch Seafood. It's a great catch.
You want to go for a ride? Want to check out the view?
I'm in.
Feeling festive?
I'm in.
Get in at inindiana.com.
And now he's back. Barney Wood. We're going to shift gears here and talk about flowers, daffodils.
Yeah.
What the heck did you learn about daffodils?
Oh, well, we learned this place, Goethe Link Observatory. Helen Link was the wife of Dr. Goethe Link, and they were kind of like very Renaissance people in the early, 19th century, and then up until like the 30s, and she just died not all that long ago. She was a little younger than him, and she had all these cultivars that she developed of all these thousands upon thousands of daffodils up in Observatory Road in Morgan County.
So now's a good time to see them, right?
It is.
And now's a good time to hear more about it because you did a story.
I did. When it's springtime in Indiana, one of our favorite things to do is visit the Helen Link Daffodil Gardens at the Dr. Goethe Link Observatory in Morgan County. When the grounds are in full bloom, you'll experience a vast sea of daffodils. That's a sight to behold. Today we're going to speak with Ruth Pellock of the Indiana Daffodil Society. Tell me a little bit about the daffodils at Goethe Link Observatory.
All right, the daffodils have been there since, I'm going to say, the 50s, when Mrs. Link first planted a small number of them in clumps. Dr. Link and Helen Link owned this property for a while before moving out from downtown Indy. The following spring, they were just gorgeous. So Dr. Link bought her about 1,000 more bulbs, and she proceeded to come out to their property and planted them with the help of a caretaker. And from there on, they just multiplied, and she created cultivars, and the place is just gorgeous.
What year did they start planting, and how many varieties are there?
I think they probably started in the 40s planting, and Mrs. Link herself has 48 cultivars attributed to her name.
So this is maintained by the Indiana Daffodil Society, and you're part of that. Can you give me a little, history on the Daffodil Society?
Okay, but first, the American Daffodil Society is like a mother society that was formed in 1954. And a few years later, someone said, why don't the states have their own societies? So the Indiana Daffodil Society came into existence in October of 1956. So yeah, we meet various places in Indiana. So we try to gather members from all over the state.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. This was very interesting, and we love daffodils.
Me too.
For more information on the Indiana Daffodil Society, click indianadaffodilsociety.org. And for more information about the Dr. Goethe Link Observatory, contact the Indiana Astronomical Society. Click iasindy.org. I'm Barney Wood. Thanks for watching.
Come check out Big Dog Flooring's large selection of waterproof, pet-friendly products. Benny and Bernstein love featuring their hardwood, carpet, and waterproof flooring. With Big Dog's in-stock products, you can find value all the time. And yes, we install all of our residential and commercial products, which includes carpet, hardwood, and our huge selection of waterproof flooring styles. Big Dog Flooring, a home's best friend.
I'm Phil Shoemaker, Prime Plumbing and Drains.
Providing top-tier service, whether a stinky mess, water leaks, or other pesky plumbing problems in an ethical manner with straightforward principles.
Where a good flush beats a full house.
Gourmet cuisine, breathtaking views, and a vibrant space to connect and enjoy. Skyline Club Indy, 36 stories high above downtown Indianapolis. Join the club today and enjoy an elevated experience. Take part in a full schedule of events and special gatherings. Skyline Club Indy, a place to celebrate.
Kaplinger's Fresh Catch Seafood. Family owned and operated. Several convenient locations. Dine in or carry out. And we can make any order just for you. Kaplinger's Fresh Catch Seafood. It's a great catch.
Make deep connections with those you work with and serve. Hi, I'm Quinn Buckner. Do you know how exciting and rewarding a career in senior care is? ASC offers so many options. Grow your career with education opportunities. Feel empowered through the work you do. We are one ASC. Join our winning team.
He's always got some information for us, and you know what? He's not a kid. So even though he is up there in age, he knows all the latest things about technology. Steve Schweitzer, sponsored by Whisper Hearing. Tech Talk.
Lately, I hear a lot of people talking about misinformation and fake news. There's some simple strategies to avoid becoming a victim, or worse yet, spreading misinformation. I'll offer some suggestions on Steve's Tech Talk. It's embarrassing to spot something amazing on the internet, share it with friends, and then discover it's fake. I know from experience. You might be amazed to learn that most misinformation isn't spread by computer bots. Rather, it's shared by people. Maybe that shouldn't be surprising, considering research tells us people are most likely to trust information that confirms what they already believe. Just realizing that is a great starting point. I also like 4 steps suggested by Mike Caulfield. He's a digital literary expert. He coined the acronym SIFT. S is for stop. The internet seems to bring a sense of urgency. But when we see something amazing, stop. Don't immediately share it. Take a moment to reflect. I is for investigate. Investigate the source. Wikipedia can be a good starting point. It has its problems, but it's crowdsourced, so it's often quite current and quite accurate. F is for find. Find better coverage. Google's a great beginning. Just enter a few sentences from the article and see what shows up. I also like snoops.com. If there's something suspicious, it clearly shows the story as false. Also excellent is Google's own fact check. If you want to check the validity of a picture, there are also sites for that. Both 10i.com and Google Images work well. Just upload a copy of an image or enter its URL. Both sites provide a list of places the image appears. Are they credible or are they suspicious? This image of the Pope in a white puffer coat is a good example of a widely circulated fake. It was AI generated. Finally, T is for trace. You may be able to do this while you're searching for better coverage. The goal is to figure out where the story or picture originated. All this may seem like a lot of work, but it beats making an embarrassing mistake. Or even worse, losing the trust of friends who share your mistake. For Great Day TV, I'm Steve Schweitzer.
Hi, Maria. What's up?
Hi, I'm just calling to say hello. How are you?
Great. It's so good to hear your voice.
Staying connected has never been easier for people with hearing loss. Now you can read captions of everything your caller says with CapTel Caption Telephone.
Did you hear that Ed finally proposed to Anna?
People with hearing loss can enjoy the same ease, speed, and confidence as telephone callers everywhere. Learn more about this service at RelayIndiana.com.
I'm your realtor, Tony Osler, and I love helping people on the move.
And Tony is my guy. The Osler Group with RE/MAX Centerstone combines vast knowledge, many years of experience in order to help you.
Call me about your next move.
And Tony is great.
Your hearing is part of your overall health care. Whisper Hearing Centers. Professional audiologists, highly trained and experienced in testing, diagnosis, and treatment of your hearing loss. And the latest technological advances in hearing care. Yes, it's possible to get a hearing aid online or at a box store. But a Whisper Hearing Center audiologist takes the time to test you thoroughly, answer questions, and find a hearing solution that fits your needs, lifestyle, and your budget. Whisper Hearing Centers.
Gourmet cuisine, breathtaking views, and a vibrant space to connect and enjoy. Skyline Club Indy, 36 stories high above downtown Indianapolis. Join the club today and enjoy an elevated experience. Take part in a full schedule of events and special gatherings. Skyline Club Indy, a place to celebrate.
Kaplinger's Fresh Catch Seafood. Family owned and operated. Several convenient locations. dine in, or carry out. And we can make any order just for you. Kaplinger's Fresh Catch Seafood. It's a great catch.
We call them the travel leaders because they travel all over the world, and lucky for us, they share their experiences. And Craig Cinnamon, John Cinnamon, and let's find out where'd they go this time.
On a recent trip to South America, we were blown away by a natural wonder that was so vast and majestic, pictures and videos cannot do it justice. Iguazu Falls is just magnificent. No wonder it was chosen as one of the new natural wonders of the world a few years ago. We were so taken by surprise and impressed with it that it was another case for us of wondering why it took us so long to get there to see it.
We thought we had seen the most famous and beautiful waterfalls in the world, having visited Niagara Falls in the U.S. and Canada, and Victoria Falls, which is in both Zambia and Zimbabwe. They both are really beautiful. We did the Maid of the Mist boat ride at Niagara, going under and up close to the falls, and we got a bird's eye view in a helicopter over Victoria Falls, in addition to visiting it on the ground. But Iguazu blows them both out of the water, so to speak.
Declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1984, Iguazu Falls is shared by Argentina and Brazil, with each country having a wonderful national park to visit. It takes at least a day on each side to really see it, and that's because it's massive. It's not just one waterfall, but 275 different waterfalls, or cascades, or curtains as they call them, and spread almost 2.5 miles long over a crescent-shaped cliff. The power is immense, with as much as 450,000 cubic feet of water rushing over the falls every second, causing a thundering noise so loud that at its center, you need to yell to be heard.
Those are the stats, but the vastness is jaw-dropping. Shortly before we arrived, the Iguazu River that feeds the falls flooded because of heavy rain, and the parks were actually closed as a result. Several walkways were destroyed by the flooding. It also caused mud and silt to be stirred up, turning the water brown, which you can see from our videos and photos. Normally, the water is clear. Our guide told us that the brown water is a very real ecological problem because fish can't see their eggs in the murky water.
It rained the first day we visited on the Brazil side, making the falls a little harder to see and even wetter.
We're walking over Iguazu Falls. In the rain, and it's just beautiful, despite the rain.
But the second day on the Argentinian side was sunny and beautiful, not to mention hot and humid because the falls are actually in a jungle. On such a sunny day, you can often see rainbows in the mist. Being a jungle, there's no shortage of animals either, whether it be exotic birds or monkeys just hanging around.
After a lifetime of travel, it's exhilarating to see something for the first time that just literally leaves you in awe. And that's what I felt about Iguazu Falls. There is nothing else like it in the entire world. It's probably in our top 3 sites of the natural world that we've been fortunate enough to see. For Great Day TV, we're Ann and John.
I know you want to see more of these stories, and you'd like to see them again. Go to greatdaytv.com. It's there all the time. Take care. We'll see you next time. It's going to be a great day.